Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Pillars of Eternity. As I continue with my blind Let's Play. Last time I kind of started going through more of the, down below of Cadnua. I've decided I'm going to hold off on some of that. I got down to, I think, level 9, and I'm going to hold off on it because we kind of got wrecked when we got into that room. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to talk to the Grieving Mother, see what's up with her. And then I think I'm actually going to return to Twin Elms. I still haven't forgotten about the White March, but I'm going to return to Twin Elms because I have that missive side quest I need to turn in. And probably explore, maybe start tracking down maybe where Theos is at. But when we find out where he's at or something, like not, go to him. Because, yeah, I don't know. That's my thought right now. Oh wait, what am I doing? Let's talk to the Grieving Mother.
Your mind comes bearing questions, Watcher.
Yes. So, I saw a hollowborn at the birthing bell. The Grieving Mother's head bows, and she raises her hands, cradling them slowly, so the chimes do not sound as she moves them. You feel a chill in the air, as if the vault of your mind is growing. Too large for the thoughts within, and your breath is laced with a chill. To your horror, you hear her breathing, ragged, hacking, but strangely steady, and you see saliva bunching at the corners of her lips, becoming thick ropes of drool that cast themselves down her chin. Man, these are just wonderful images, I guess. There is the smell of blood in the air, new, wet, and the salt. Sharp tang in your mind. Coupled with this is the smell of the sodden undergarments clawing at your senses. Yeah, I'm just going to take her shoulder and try to steady her. Stepping forward, your hands fall on her shoulders, and then you feel her to begin to fall, rigid as a falling stone. You place another hand on her shoulder to steady her. Throughout, there is the horrid, steady breathing. Her clothes are wet, and it is as if she's burning with fever beneath her tangled hair and beneath her threadbare robes, as if she's giving birth. With a slow hissing intake of breath, her head rolls back on her shoulders, her eyes pressed tightly together like the lids of a newborn. Yet past the lids, you can feel the piercing stare, vacant, cold, horribly. You sense nothing from her, not a thought like the hollowborn you held in her memory. You know, if you try to pull away now, she will vanish into herself and vanish from your thoughts, perhaps forever. Oh, okay. And you have a terrible feeling that whatever connects you two will be cut. Oh god. She is as helpless before you as a child, and you search her thoughts for a way to coax her to you. Oh god. Yeah. Let's try to grab the chimes. Her skin is cold, so cold you can't imagine she even has a pulse. You know for certain she cannot feel your touch. As you touch them, the chimes makes the same hollow, dull sound as in the strange nightmare. They remind you of emptiness and regret. You know you're about to lose her. Oh god. So I'm gonna start yelling at this point. Wake up, listen to me, listen to my voice. She makes no motion, no sign that she's heard you. Then slowly vanishes from your vision, as if sinking into the air, like sinking into a black lake, and there is great stillness. You can see her silhouette then. Oh no! Oh no! You feel the sun. Oh no, guys. You feel the sudden chill escaping you and an absence in your gut. Then a growing warmth, a faint moment where you believe you have forgotten something, but you cannot recall it. You touch your abdomen for a moment. What? Wait, what? On the ground before you is an old collection of items if someone simply left them there. Quest failed? Oh, I don't know if I should. I know I can reload. But I don't know, unlike, you know, in terms of, you know, say like the party wipes, a character dies that way in combat, whatever, I, you know, possibly, you know, would reload like I kind of had been doing. When it comes to like choices and I don't, oh, so I needed to be a cipher to, that's all I was seeing. Because all the other two options was like, you know, wake up, and then the other one was, you know, you're meant to do greatness, or however it put it. Oh goodness. Sagani's still assigned. Durance is still there. Wow. I'm at a loss. I know, you know, me recording these videos a little bit of delay compared to you guys seeing them. I think I'm tempted just to live with the decision. You know, I don't know. Oh goodness, I don't know. Gosh, that sucks. I don't know what else I was supposed to do, you know? Let's see, journal. Let's see, where was it? No. No. Oh, goodness. It wouldn't surprise me if the actual quest also disappeared. Like, you know, like nothing happened. Oh my goodness.
Yes?
Here, let's rest. We're gonna rest up. We might rest again, just so when Sagani and all and Durance come back. Half sleep, a tide of deafening whispers assails you, chipping away at your senses, at your mind, understanding self. There's a roar. The roar is louder with each passing night. There are attacks more brazen, less confined to your subconscious. A familiar voice finds its way through the din, calling out to you.
Hey! Hey! You gotta stop it with that. I just about punched you to snap you out of it. You were saying things, but they weren't any words I ever heard. You were shaking so hard I thought you'd crack your spine.
What happened to the bucket of cold water? He shrugs and looks away, concealing his smile poorly. What would I do without a friend to punch me?
Well, it's nice to feel needed. I'd evoke you sooner, but I thought it'd be nice for you to be able to close your eyes a bit. Folks don't last long without sleep. You're twitchy these days. Reminds me of Meyerwald more than I'd like. Anything I can do, you just let me know. We're close on this one. Hang on a little longer. We'll get you fixed up.
Alright. So, yeah, that's not a good sign. Oh, the hedge mage is complete. I think what I'll do... And I'm sorry if y'all don't agree with this, and I understand. I think I'm going to live with my decision. In terms of, like, you know, quest choices and kind of like, you know, what I've been doing. So, if the grieving mother is gone for good, then that's it. You know, I tried, and it just didn't work out. As bad as that sounds. So yeah, I'm gonna rest one more time. Actually, let's start something else before we do that. Just to get, you know, rest one more time to get Sagani back in the party. And besides, we need her back in the party anyways, because her quest. So, let's do the trails. Oh man, that was That was something. Let's get the might bonus. Sagani, have you not returned? No, 19 hours. Oh my goodness. Well, everyone, we're gonna be sleeping for a while. Still nothing. Hang on. A supplicant has arrived from Deerford Village, seeking 850 copper or an escort. That's Sagani. Sagani's 3 hours away. Gotcha.
Yes?
Wait, hang on. How much money do we have? 8,000? We don't have anybody to escort her, so, or I guess we could. Yeah, no companions, yeah. So let's pay them off.
I shall.
Let's see, how fast is time going? You know, I could do this. Let's just do that instead of resting and wasting a whole another, what, 8 hours or however long. Yep, hour 10. So yeah, forgive me as I'm kind of just, you know, moving time just a little bit. But yeah, I'm sorry if y'all don't, you know, agree with me sticking with my the choices and whatnot. But I don't know. I know it sucks, but I think that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, let's keep this going. I'm tempted just to rest to speed this up, but
Hey,
that's
how may I
okay.
help?
Let's. You know what? I probably need to either sell or see if I can. Wait a minute. Could he get more abilities that I just didn't realize? Oh no, just the one. Okay, never mind. Gotcha. I was about to say.
Hmm?
So day 76, hour 10. Goodness. About to spend like half a year in this game. You know, yeah, let's go in the chapel. Because I don't know if I've ever been inside the chapel. Let's check it out. Ooh, nice.
Hail, traveler.
Greetings, my lady. I thank you for restoring our chapel to its former glory. I am certain the gods look favorably upon you. I've gathered what scrolls I could find. Perhaps they could be of use for you. Sure. Scroll of paralysis, and that's it. That's all the scrolls you could find. Fantastic. You know, I haven't equipped those gauntlets. I thought I did. Shoot, okay. No, not him. Let's get it to... You know what? Yeah, let's give it to Zawa. Get those deflection to Kana. Probably what I should have been doing. Okay. Okay, still hour 10. I might just rest again. I might just say screw it. Just to speed this up.
The keep's coming along nicely.
It is. Oh, hour 11. Okay, so... one more hour, right? Yes. Okay, we'll just hang out here. Bear with me, everybody. I'm just gonna hang out here. Do some trading. Not really. Alright. Oh yeah, we have the hedge maze, so is there anything... I guess there's nothing we can actually do inside of it, but it's there just as security. Come on, Sagani. You know, one thing I'm kind of surprised that hasn't happened yet, you know, again, is getting attacked. You know, I would have thought that would have happened again. But maybe now we're going to have high enough security that we can auto-resolve it, but I don't know. Part of me feels like, no, maybe we should manually. I said I would next time, so whenever, if it ever happens. Okay, it says it's hour 12. 41 minutes. Oh my goodness. You know, let's forget it. Forget it. Just, I know I've wasted so much time. Let's go ahead and just do that. All right. So, where's it at? Oh wait, someone, prestigious visitor. Okay, let's check that out. Interesting. Maybe they show up during the day? Nope. Maybe they're outside and I just missed them. Hang on, I'm so sorry, buddy.
The keep's coming along nicely.
Maybe they're in here? I know Sagani should be in here. And who knows, maybe I actually have to leave the keep and come back, but oh well.
Elegant yet understated. I had no idea.
I'm trying to remember, did we fix this up? I thought we, kinda, not really, whoops. Hang on, let's head upstairs. Nope. There's Sagani. Alright, okay, so we can't get you back in the party just yet. I'm so sorry, everybody. Let's get going. Let's get going back to Twin Elms. I'm gonna try to, you know, hurry this along. Try to get back to Twin Elms. Make some progress. I don't know, some of you, you know, might be thinking, oh, like, you know, don't worry about it. You take your time. But I know, as
better indeed,
you know, someone trying to view this and taking the time to watch, you know, I don't want to waste your guys' time too much, you know, if I can help it, and try to, you know, progress things kind of steadily. So, all right, Sagani, get back in the party. You need to level up. let's go to Heartsong first. Let's see what's going on with the keep. Hang on. Or... So, okay. He's, person is, looking for employment. Gotcha. Let's level up Sagani. Let's give her, some survival. Yeah, damage reduction, that's fine. And then... let's give her some athletics. And then how about... Oh, so we could revive or heal companion. Ooh, okay. Oh, nice. Let's get heal. Let's heal them. Oh wait, hang on. Oh, gotcha. Whoops. Sagani is only level 9. And without Grieving Mother, of course she was level 10, but dang it. Oh well, I'm gonna live with it. I might regret it, but I'm living with it. Alright. Let us go to this place. The Celestial Sapling. I think we turned in this missive that I kind of forgot about. So looking for monks, I believe? I think that's what's happening. Let's see. Actually, is that them? No, that's a Duronian. What am I saying? Aliens. Can we go back here? Like a word with you. Okay.
How do you do?
A slender woman in dusty leathers locks eyes with you. It's good to see someone from more civilized lands around here. Her unkempt hair sprouts in wavy black tufts. Despite the fine feathers that sculpt her face, a cleft chin completes her boyish appearance. I'm learning firsthand that the many shortcomings of Bothan hospitality. I can almost forgive the hostility towards outsiders, but the temperate taverns and these watered-down drinks, inexcusable. I hope I don't seem too forward, but I need to help my friends, and you look like the right person for the job. Which is to say, you're not a Glenfathan, making you the closest thing I've got to an ally in this paranoid land. She gives you a conquidish, oh my goodness, a sideways glance. Forget it. And allies, well, they help each other, do they? So what help do you need? My friends have drawn some unwanted attention. Glenfathan scouts, and not just any mob of the local zealots, the Fangs. She pauses. The Fangs are brutal. A brutal, relentless bunch, eager to make an example of our troublesome outsiders. As for why I need your help, I need someone to warn the expedition that trouble is coming. I need someone ready to fight if it comes to that. With any luck, we'll reach my friends before the Fangs do. But if not, the Fangs have a reputation to uphold, so this might require spilling blood. Yeah, that's my first question. Why aren't you with the rest of your friends? And why don't you warn them? Her posture stiffens at the question. It was not my turn to handle far patrol. I spotted the fangs on my track back to camp. I knew that rejoining the main group would risk leading the enemy right back to the expedition. I know the woods and I know how to stay quiet, but I didn't want to, stake my friends' lives on my ability to sneak past expert hunters like the fangs. Okay, that makes sense. If they noticed me warning my friends, we'd have been overrun. But if they noticed me and some reinforcements, like, say, you, well, at least then we can scare them off, put up a good fight. So, what'd your friends do to draw the attention of the fangs? Just setting foot in Ergolothoth is a good way to offend the tribes. My gut reaction before I read any of this, they entered in parts of town they weren't supposed to. Let's see what happens. I don't know how they picked up on our trail. I suspect one of our newcomer scouts didn't cover his tracks very well. When I spotted the fangs, they were retracing a path to the expedition I'd taken days before. So maybe they did do that. But anyways, let's warn the expedition. Excellent, I knew I could count on you. Assuming the fangs didn't already get to them, my friends should now be around the Pilgrim's Trail in the Northworld. The plan was to camp along a trail leading to a temple up Highland. Finding my comrades, warn them the fangs are coming, and help them clear out of the forest. I'll head out first on my own and see if I can help lead the fangs astray and buy you some time. If the gods smile on us, we won't have to draw steel. Should it come to that, I'm glad you're on our side. Alright, actually before we do that, let's... Nope, that's more player characters. I'm looking for monks, right? The dead monk's missive to members of his order. They should be staying at the Celestial Sapling Inn. And forgive me if I'm just passing them up without realizing. Oh goodness, I'm so sorry. Oh, did I not go upstairs? No, I didn't. Hang on. Hi, monk. Here we go. Here we go.
Hail and well met.
This room needs a proper door, he mutters. Our brothers and I rented this space that we may have some measure of privacy in this foreign land. Perhaps you could find another room here at the inn. I met another monk in robes like your own. He died of his wounds right as I found him. The monk's eyes widened, his fist curled in a crackling barrage of popping joints. Robes like ours, you say? Was he carrying anything? Did he tell you anything? Hand you anything? Please, we've been waiting for another of our order to meet us here. And if you found him. So we'll give him the missive, show him the message. Hand me that. The monk exclaims as he snatches the missive from your grasp. Almost immediately his face turns red. I mean, please, this is of great importance. He turns to address his brothers. My brethren, Archmartyr has sent word. At long last, we now have what we need. Thank you, stranger. Your honest soul is to be applauded. I admit I was surprised when you handed me the message. I expected the seals to be broken. The monk turned red, his face smiling for the first time. I'm glad to see common decency is not yet lost from this world. He reaches into his robes. Here, your honesty must be rewarded. Excellent! And, whoops. Need some experience. Hyla, Braka, and... Okay, let's see. One thing I kind of wished it was, something would flash when something was new on the inventory, but that's okay. And the way how I've done my inventory, I have no clue. Oh, there we go. Oh, wow. I don't know why it's... The UI is kind of, sometimes when I hover over things, just kind of flashing. I don't know what's happening with that. Let's see, what kind of shield do you have, Adair? Deflection 16. That's right. Large fine. 8. Wait, what does this do? Oh, okay, cool. And it's reflected back to the attacker. That's why that's handy. Gotcha. Alright, Scotty. How close are you? You're a good ways. Alright, let us... I think let's go to... I'm gonna check the journal, but I think let's go to the Twin Elms place in here. What am I trying to say? You know, trying to start tracking down Theos. Delamagan at Tyr Evron in Elms Reach.
Son of a moose fucker.
I beg your pardon?
Sorry. Kalu's always telling me to watch my language, especially around the kids. Guess I haven't had a reminder in a while.
What
Alrighty.
happened?
One of them heard me tell a joke about a glam-felon youth with frostbite somewhere sensitive. Kids repeat everything.
I meant just now.
Jam my thumb. Nothing big.
Oh, okay. Good to hear. Let's see. Oh, wait. No, oh, the North World. That's, oh, I need to remember to do that. But wait, I need to... I'm guessing I have to go... Yeah, further out here to actually get to him. So, you know what? Let's kind of start heading that way. Old Song in Elms Reach. Sisters in Elms Reach. Okay. Okay. Gotcha. Elms Reach is there. I wonder if I have to go through Old Song to get to there, though. Yeah, let's go to Old Song. Oh? Still, Estamora, the rest of the city is forbidden except by order of one of the Enemafatha. Trespassing in Twin Elms is punishable by death. I come to see the cornerstone with the blessing of the guided compass. The guard scowls and looks at his companions. Always too cozy with the Estamora. Go then, and mind your step around the sacred stones. Thank you. Let's go... You know what, let's go to Elms Reach. I changed my mind. Let's see if this leads us to a gate first, and if not, we'll you know, continue on with the main quest, or at least, you know, head towards the place, see what happens, and then go back and try to rescue that one group. We have to go all the way back there. Gotcha. Golden Grove. That was cool. Hall of Warriors. Yeah, probably... I don't know if we're allowed to go to the Hall of Warriors. Dark Omen. Even the Delamagan couldn't stop them. He's just a man. Powerful, but just a man. Interesting. Okay, let's go ahead and grab this. Oh?
You have stayed true to our cause, Inquisitor, when so many others have not. For every heretic we confess, for every betrayer that burns on our pyres, new sheep continue to flock to Iavara ex Incios. But not you. I underestimated you in the beginning, but no longer.
You honor me, Grand Inquisitor.
It is not for honor that I summoned you today, but for duty. Too many of our own have confessed upon the wheel and the rack and the flame. Too many of our faithful have had their minds poisoned by the Kratom witch. The tide is against us now. We have but one option. Iavara's following must see her exposed for what she is. She must confess her heresy before my court.
How would we reach her? If I can click it. There we go.
Not in Kratom, surely. Their lord has embraced her heathen faith and protects her with his army. But in Oceanus, things would be different. The king of Oceanus is a sinful man. We have helped him to see the error of his ways, and now he fears for his soul. He would pay any price for absolution.
But how do we get Ovara to move to Oceanus?
You have already done much for the Inquisition. I wouldn't ask this were there any other choice.
Interesting. Oh, hi. Two identical women seem to fade into view as you move away from the great trees that camouflage them. Their skin is a tree bark, rigid and scaly, weathered in a curling tangle of roots. Their hair hangs beneath the shade of serrated leaves like a drooping branches of elms above. Alright.
Turn around, flesh creature. Outsiders are not permitted to approach the elms.
Do you not feel it, sister? Something familiar. An ancient soul. Like the other one. Another defiler, no doubt. Let us fell her and be troubled no more. It would pay the debt of her predecessor.
So it would seem, Rhiannon. But we must not hasten to judgment. I see a different motive here. Different questions in these eyes.
What of it, young trespasser? Is it as my sister says? Or are you here to stain this place with foul deeds?
I'm seeking a man who came through here. It sounds like, though, you've already met him. There by her own admission, Silda.
Really, sister? And you wonder why your leaves begin to fall out before midsummer. Clearly that man did not want to be followed. Whatever the relationship here, I suspect it is anything but cordial. The answer is yes, old one. We crossed paths with Theos not long ago, and we can tell you where he went. But I find it curious that anyone would seek him out. Suspicious, even. If we are to help you find him, we would know why.
Well, stopping him might put an end to Widewind's legacy.
So that is the reason he passed this way. This is low, even for the Leaden Key.
I told you we should have confronted him, Sheila. He has always been a poison.
It would have been the last thing we ever did, sister. Who can be said to have ever gotten the better of Theos?
Yes, but imagine how much fun it would have been. Can't you just picture him all strung up in vines like an angry little puppet?
But that's not what this is really about, is it? You are bound to that man.
Well, in a way.
I see it now. You are awakened. Your soul is awake and something once buried deep now wells to the surface. Past overwhelms present, closes in around you. Your time has nearly reached its end.
I just need to get to Theos.
I am sorry to tell you this, but Theos cannot give you what you seek. Nor can any man. An awakening cannot be undone, any more than your past can be undone.
You know, I was wondering. I kind of thought that might have been the case. What's she mean? I thought Merwald said Alice Face Ridges. That is permanent. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of had a feeling it might be permanent. But I don't know. What? But that can't be right. Not after everything. There must be someone else we can ask. Sagani gaze flickers to you. I'm sorry. This has all been for nothing. I'm going to lose my mind.
The soul is formless without a past to shape it. Did you truly expect to be able to wipe it away?
Okay, yeah, this is more along the lines of what I thought might happen. Like, no, I don't think I would wipe it away, but I would hope something I could you know, forget. A mercy to be sure, but how can you grant mercy to a soul that has already judged itself guilty?
However, as much as my sister speaks truly that there is no way back from an awakening, there may yet be a way forward. Would you agree, Shiva?
See, this is what I was wondering. You know, what's the way forward? Well, you know, how can we, if not undo it, fix it? You know?
I would. Were the way not so likely to end in death.
Or not fix it. That's a deal with it, I guess. So what is it?
The man Theos you must already know by now. You are linked by a common past. Something about it lingers within you, festering, unresolved. What it is I cannot see any more than you. And without that knowledge, your doom is certain. But were you to learn the source of this discord, perhaps it could be put to rest. Though it is equally possible it will trouble you as much now as it did then, and merely speed your condition to its end.
So my past comes to me in pieces. How do I unlock the rest?
You might wait for it to come on its own, of course. But when it comes, it will replace your sanity's last breath. Such is the nature of your condition.
Or you could learn it from someone who already knows.
Theos, would he remember?
It is said the gods made his memory perfect, that he may never forget his charge. If he ever knew, he still does.
Not that he would tell you, of course.
Of course.
You have followed the right person for the wrong reason, it seems. We see it often beneath the elms. The soul dragging mind and body to unknown places for unfathomable reasons. You may have wandered into Theos's path many times, in many lifetimes, without an awakening to show you why.
The only thing that's certain is you did not find what you sought.
You said you know where he went.
He has gone down beneath the tower to a place older than we, where the people of Engwith once walked. He makes his way to the buried city, Sun and Shadow.
May he stay down there and rot with the remains of his people.
He may yet. He won't be returning the way he came, that much is certain. He opened a secret path in the tower's base, and saw it destroyed behind him through some vile means.
Is there any other way to get to him?
We know of one. On the burial isle, through the court of the penitents, Braeth Yaman. A shortcut, in fact.
Don't be cruel, sister. The way my sister speaks of is not for the faint of heart. A great pit at the center of a forgotten court, where faiths were judged in place of crimes. To most, it is simply a gateway to death. With the help of the gods, it can take you where you want to go.
So what do you mean, with the help of the gods?
The pit is said to have been a means of judgment by the gods. Those cast into it are meant to die. It is that way you must pass to reach Sun and Shadow.
You know, I wonder if that's how we could fix this awakening, is, you know, us dying and then we somehow come back. Or we just die. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I wouldn't think we just die because, you know, there is another game after this. And as far as I know, we still play the same character, but we might not. I don't know. So we'll see. Alright.
The court is old. We do not know much for certain, but it would seem only the gods themselves can grant passage.
So what is this court?
No more than a ruin now. It is older than we. A place for the trial of heretics. We were not here to witness it, but at one time there was a group that refused to acknowledge the gods. Neither the first nor the last, of course, but these were numerous and all put on trial for it. Those who did not repent were cast into the pit and imprisoned below. The fall killed them, of course. The prison was not for people but for their souls, and their sentences were eternal. It is said that many of the condemned repented and were permitted by the gods to ascend from the pit, so long as they pledged their service to one of them. But these are old legends.
Oh. So, before I even ask this, so what I'm thinking is happening, so we have to die to get to him, or, you know, get to the shortcut, or past it, if I'm understanding this correctly. And then to, I guess, come back, we have to pledge ourselves to one of the gods. Lovely. If I'm understanding this right. So yeah, how would I ever get the gods to help me?
Behind us is Ter Evron, said to pierce the shroud itself and a place of communion with all gods. If ever there was a time for prayer, you have found it.
So the only way to get through this pit is to pray for help.
Not the only way. Just the only one that doesn't end with your body impaled on jagged rock.
Oh, okay. So maybe we won't die. Just pray and pledge ourselves to one of the gods. Maybe I'm misunderstanding this. Maybe I'm not understanding this. But, so who would I pray to? Any god you can, I should think.
I would pray first to those gods you like best. I hope for your sake the feeling is shared.
You know, before I pray to anybody, I'm going to read up on some book maybe that's in game and, see who's who. I don't know. Is there no other way?
None.
Oh. Okay, how do I pray?
Ter Evron is also called the Hall of Stars, and the stars show us the allegiances of the gods. When stars are in conjunction, we know the gods they represent are aligned as well. You should choose a place to pray where you'll be closest to those you want to hear you. If a god stands alone, you should pray to that god. If they band together, you should address them all. Choose your words wisely, for all gods expect proper homage, and none has patience for fools.
Oh man, this is really interesting. So I have other questions.
What do you wish to know?
How do you know I was pursuing well... Yeah, how do you know I was pursuing Theos?
The same way that you are no doubt able to peer into the ether and experience the souls of others. It is something we are born with, some more, some less. A gift common to many creatures of the wilds. You share certain similarities with the man you pursue. For your sake, I pray they are few and of no consequence.
You mentioned people coming to these elms without knowing why. A soul has a will of its own. Its needs and whims are seldom understood, but they follow them all the same.
There is something about this place that reaches beyond our understanding. Something like a beacon. The elms have a way of uniting souls that have been seeking one another, with or without their owner's awareness. Sometimes it is for love, sometimes for vengeance, sometimes for peace. Often it is for no reason we will ever know. In your case, let us hope it is for peace.
Yeah, let us hope it's for peace.
Or vengeance.
That too. So I need to know about praying for support of the gods?
We will tell you what we can.
That's all.
Before you go, tell me this, old one. I'm curious. If you were to subdue your enemy, what would you do with him? What would give you peace?
Oh, well... I don't know. I don't want to take power. And I don't want to just understand the history. He doesn't necessarily have to be destroyed. Like, in a sense, if we can let him see reason, or, in some way. So really, I like these two options. I wish to undo the harm he's caused, and I would set him on a better path. I think I'm going to just say I wish to undo the harm he's caused, because... I mean, if I'm understanding it, the harm he's caused. Now, I don't know, something else. They could throw in another niggle, later into this, and I just regret my words, but we'll see.
You would need to have twice as many lifetimes as he to repair his savage work.
Oh, joy. But perhaps there are strides you can make.
All the same, think on this matter. Be assured in your course. In the end, it may mean all the difference, not just to his soul, but to yours.
God, so like at the end of this, we're gonna have to decide his soul? I'm curious to see those options, what we have.
And be warned. Some questions have answers that can never be learned, and it is those that trouble the soul above all others. May you find an answer to yours.
Thank you. So, quest complete. Pray to the gods. Council of Stars. And travel to Burial Isle. No mortal could survive the descent. The gods, however, can grant me safe passage. Oh. One more path is complete. Excellent. The road to the Red Flower Lake turned out to be even more dangerous than the elders of the kind wayfarers had expected. They believed that the attack against Adrum Delphar's funeral procession had been carried out by ogres. Instead, Durance and the kind wayfarer initiates discovered Ayrtons, twisted two-headed ogres of incredible size and ferocity. Recovering the paladins' bodies was costly, with 5 more initiates dying in the process. In the end, Durance and 7 kind wayfarers reached Red Flower Lake. There they held a service for Adrum Delphar and the others that died to make their way to the summit. On the way back down, the initiates placed marked cairns along the trail to indicate when it had been cleared by the kindly wayfarers and at what cost. We got some boots. Patchwork boots. Major spellbind. Exalted hands and invigorating. Good job, Durance. You are once again a bro. So yeah, I'm curious to just walk in now and just pray. But I don't know who I'm praying to. Maybe if I... It'd probably behoove me to go around and talk to some people before I do that.
Did you hear that? About our awakenings being permanent?
Oh, Aloth needs to speak. Okay. So yeah, before I speak to him, yeah, it'd probably be beneficial for me to go around and see if I can talk to any of the Glenvothans. Or just find more information. I don't want to, like, specifically look it up on a wiki on the internet. I want to see what the, what the game will tell me about each of the gods, if I can find some information. Maybe I have to go back to Defiance Bay, go to one of the libraries or something. But... Oh yeah, I need to also go to the North Weald. I think that's probably going through North Old Song. Let's speak to Aloth first.
If those Delimgon are right, you and I are stuck with our awakenings. Not quite the news I was hoping for.
So yeah, I'm concerned about you. How are you taking this, Aloth?
Oh, the knowledge that a barely civilized bumpkin will share my mind and body for the rest of my life? That's kind of you to ask. I'd always believed that Isselmere was an ailment I could cure myself of one day. But now, to think she'll be around forever.
Well, I could just tell him it's time to deal with this, but how about... She's not that bad. Well, yeah, she's not that bad.
Overstarched tunics, burnt toast, Rawatai sherry, those are not that bad. But having a stranger pop in and out of your head at will, it's unpleasant, I assure you.
No, I get it. It just... I don't know. I'm just trying to help you deal with it, man. And on the bright side, I've got plenty of time to figure out how to deal with her. Ooh. Maybe not. I get what this dialogue option's saying, it's just, for him being more assertive, but the way it's phrased, assert your authority over her, it's like, no, like, actually work together. Excuse me as I'm losing my voice. So yeah, maybe the third option might be best. Like it or not, she's part of you, and she could be a source of strength if you learn to work with her.
It's strange. I've lived with her most of my life, and I've always seen her as an adversary. It should have occurred to me the day she stood up to my father. But there's something about being too close to a situation to see it clearly. It will be a relief to stop fighting her.
Even as he says it, something struggles within him. The muscles in his face twitch and his skin quivers. His eyes roll back in his skull, exposing silvers of white. Sweat beads and glistens on his forehead. After several seconds, he sighs and looks back at you. That wasn't as difficult as I expected. I think deep down, I'd always hoped to find a solution elsewhere. When I was a child, I always thought my mother would come home from with a mysterious cure. Or that my father, without knowing it, could somehow send her away just as he called her forth. I can't pretend that I didn't spend years of my arcane training hoping that one of my instructors would have the answer somewhere in his grimoire. When I joined the Leaden Key, I hoped and believed that with enough loyal service, I'd gain the ear of someone in the organization who could help me. Even when I met you and realized your unique talents, I hoped that you might be able to reach into my soul the way I've seen you do with many others. I've been looking for someone else to solve my problem, and now I realize I've got to face my own. Well, I like... I really do like number 4, honestly. I mean, I get, you know, searching the answers yourself and all, but you haven't been on your own. I got you through Brackenbury, remember?
I remember well. You've been a capable leader for this expedition, and an invaluable mentor to me. I won't forget what I've learned from you. That reminds me of something else the Delamgon said. About the gods not being real.
Yeah, there was that part. So, before I continue this, that's what I'm wondering. You know, I'm supposed to now pray to one of them and pledge myself, but if they're not real, so like... Maybe in a sense, if they're not real, they're like more... Shoot, I don't know, just really powerful beings? Even if they're not gods, they just kind of set themselves up as gods? If that's true, it might be true. I mean, I don't know. So I'll say I expect we'll figure out what she means eventually.
Yes, I suppose so. Still, I can't help but worry at the state we'd be in if that were somehow true. If there were no power guiding us in this life and shepherding us to the next.
Well, I'm almost tempted to just tell them to, you know, just to not think about it, but, yeah, then it would just be a happy accident. You'd have no one to blame for her. Let's hope that's the case. I don't know, that, let's... I'm just gonna say I'm sure we'd find a way on our own, even though that's probably not true, but we'll see.
I hope you're right.
Since we're stopped, let's discuss something else. So now you understand more about, actually no. So now you've made peace with Isomir. What's that like? Relaxing. More so than I expected. As contentious as she is, I imagined that letting her in would merely unleash the torrent. But now that I'm not fighting her, it seems she isn't fighting me. And you were right, I found much to learn from her. So now that you understand more about her? Okay, so this is going back to what I should have done earlier. So, So yeah, you did learn something, didn't you? Only because you and I licked a good sense between us. But the average person, show them a shiny gadget in their hands and an expert, and they'll believe anything. Yeah, people are too easily led, for the most part. Yes, people need something to believe, something to follow, and the danger of following a bunch of animators is that even they don't know where they're headed. Alright, that's it for now, Alof. Alright, so I think that's where I'm going to call this episode. Like I said, I'm going to see, like, you know, go around, talk to, I think, a few people in Twin Elms. The Twin Elms region, and, you know, see if we can find out more about the gods. Well, the quote-unquote gods, if they're, you know, what have you, before I pledge myself to one of them. We need to go, I probably need to go through Old Song to do it, but go to the Northworld and rescue that expedition. I'll do that next time. And then at some point, you know, when we probably get, you know, after we pledge ourselves to one of the gods, or maybe before, actually maybe before we do that, see about finishing up the White March, the lower levels of Cadnu, trying to give that another shot, and seeing what the bluffs are about. You know, that siege. So, yeah, that's the plan though. And I have been really loving the characterization we've been getting from Alof recently. All I'm saying is I hope he shows up in the next game. Same with, you know, the majority of these characters. We'll see. But anyways, I'm just kind of rambling now, ladies and gentlemen. So thank you so much for watching and tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. This has been really fun, and I'm also really looking forward to, you know, Pillars of Eternity 2. So, as always, wherever you guys are, have a good day, have a good night, and as always, take it easy.